How has your city influenced your outlook when it comes to music?
LA, or really wherever. I know I've lived all around LA, Gardena, and fucking Lancaster, like I've really lived everywhere. But I think being out here has influenced me in probably the most major way, like in being super critical. You know, like you see people around and like everybody always has something to say about somebody else. You know, they always got some shit like, oh, he didn't, I don't like her, I could have did. And being able to have that outlook, but like in the most peaceful way, it allows me to continue doing better shit and to make sure that everything I put out is like the highest quality that I'm able to do. You know, so I know some people who like everything they do they like, and every picture they take it's like probably wasn't the coolest photo. Like you know, you take a selfie, you do like 15, 20 photos, so you get the one. You know, you're like, nah, this the one. But some niggas when they get on the record or when they do whatever, they just like that. I said it, so it's swag, and it's like that's cool. But that's why I think we have so much like music that's not as awesome as other. You know, like we have a lot of people that do music and that say they do music, but the shit that they do is like it's average. You know, and if you're doing something average in one situation, then it's possible that you have another call that you could be really good at doing something else. And there are many different jobs and shit. There's a bunch of shit that niggas can do that'll also get them successful. But like living in this city, all we see is the hype shit. All we see is the models, and all we see is the basketball players and the rappers and shit. So all we know is entertainment. You know, we don't know anything else. We don't know how to find success in other ways. You know, and that's what's different from this city than others. And the more that I'm able to look at whatever I do as like I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability, and I'm not only gonna do it to mine, but I'm gonna look at it the same way somebody who didn't know me would look at it. Like I'm gonna look at my music, like I'm gonna look at like I did it Swag, this is cool. And then when I play it in 30 minutes, I'm looking at like, what can I do better? What can I do better for this song to make this shit even crazier than what it already is? And I think that's just gonna keep on taking whoever does it. I mean, me specifically, but I mean, whoever does it, like that's how you get better, is by looking at your shit and then realizing that there are always things you can do to make whatever you're doing even more awesome. What I gotta do? What I gotta do for the... What I gotta do, what I gotta do, what I gotta do, what I gotta do, what I gotta do for the people, what I gotta do for the people, what I gotta do for the people, I gotta do for the people, what I gotta do for the people, what I gotta do for the people, that's what I gotta do, what I gotta do, what I gotta do.
You have a lot of substance and passion. What is the most difficult thing you have to endure thus far?
I mean, I think the passion now comes from me doing Feature City. Like me doing that and me realizing that like I met this dude and I forgot his name, I feel like I did. I met this guy and he used to rap and he was kind of on the same kind of tick that I was going for in my last project. And he was like, yeah, I was trying to like be a voice, you know, and be artistic and do all this shit. And he's telling me all the things. I'm sitting there like, try to do the same thing, you know. And what I realized through sitting down with people and like is that this is the only opportunity you have to be successful. And some people that when they get 30, they're like, oh, now is the time. I was 20, I was doing my shit, but now is the time. It's like there's never a time to not be doing the tightest shit you can do. So every day that you have a chance, like, what did I do today? If you can't say anything that helped towards your goal, then that was a wasted day. That was 24 hours that you could have really like took something and said, oh, I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna do, and that grounding that we want to show what we got, but we don't want to do any work beyond like niggas. They get on or they get a little opportunity to do some shit and shine in front of niggas, and then they feel comfortable, and that's why so many niggas fall off. Because they felt comfortable and they got in that space because that was their goal, to show off in front of niggas. That was the goal was to do some superficial shit. When your goal is to do something massive, then even when you reach some place that somebody considers a pinnacle, a great place in your life, you're able to celebrate that. But you already know, like, I have more shit that I want to do. I have more success to gain. So, like, you don't stop. And niggas be stopping.
What do you want your listeners to get out of your music?
I kind of think it just depends on each project. On this project, and really, I don't, like I said, the songs kind of just happen. So I don't like have a plan when I'm recording shit. Like or I like to be strategic, and I realize that since I'm so free with how my music comes together, like it doesn't allow me to take all like, oh, I'm gonna write this song, it's gonna be about this, I'm gonna put it to this place. Like if I have an idea, then I oftentimes attempt to use it, but at the end of the day, I attempt to just create and allow people to get whatever they get from it. But I know everything that I talk about is from shit that I've experienced, you know. So when I have a song and I'm talking about, I have one record, it's called Eureka, and it's like a really small song. It's like a shorter record that'll be on the project, and on that song I'm like talking about like niggas stealing my flow or shit like that, and it's like whether it's something as small as me like hearing one of the bros, quote unquote, have used some shit that I did in a song, and I'm like you're my nigga, so why would you take my swag and release my swag before I release my swag? Like, why would you take my shit? But it's something as little small as that, like there's still a lesson in that. For the person that's listening, like, oh, I did use that, I remember I did for that, I saw the homie do something cool. Like there are opportunities where we're able to share and grow from each other, but those things that make me or those same things are in you. There are things that make you you. And when instead of you looking outside to find what's cool to do, and you look inside and say, what do I want to do? Then you get to make you cool. Like that's what makes niggas like Drake so successful. They got a lot of niggas that's mad at him that's, hey, no, he talk about all this soft shit, all the shit that they do. But at the end of the day, he has a lot of people that enjoy his shit, and he has a lot of people that enjoy what the fuck he does. And it's having that confidence to just be you and find if there are fucking 30 billion humans on the planet, you can find 1 million to buy a record. You know, but niggas trying to go after the same fans, or I'll make some shit like Drake. Drake's my favorite number, or whoever their favorite artist is at the time. I know me for a really long time. Lil Wayne was like the coolest guy. I mean, I think that might have been for everybody. It might be part of the generation thing, but like Lil Wayne was the coolest dude. So if you were rapping, then your raps had to sound like Wayne. Shit had to have the same flow, had to have the same punchline, or it's like, nigga, he's the greatest, and this is all that you hear being played. So when you think about what music sounds like, that's all you imagine. Okay, I want to do the I'm trying to be the next Wayne. You know what I'm saying? And you go through that time, and you learn that box. But the thing that made Wayne so popular, that made whoever that's the premier artist at the time so popular, is their ability to not be in the box. We already have a Wayne. So whatever Wayne's doing is cool for Wayne, but if you do that, you're only gonna get some of Wayne's extra fans. You know, but if you do your own shit, then you might be able to find a whole new fan base that niggas haven't touched. And that's why I think people like Tyler the Creator is so cool. It's not that I enjoy their music as much as I enjoy, or as much as I respect them for being able to be original and just do whatever the fuck you want to do. That's what you want to talk about, then swag, that's what you want to talk about. And you found some niggas that feel the same way or that want to hear that, and like that's why they're successful today.
What can we expect from your up and coming project?
Just a lot of stories. That's a lot of me talking about shit, talking about whatever's happening, and a lot of honesty. I want it to be like, even there's some moments when you know I will record the line and then be like, oh, should I say that? Like, is that cool to say? I know what that person feels, or just whatever kind of moments. But I think those moments are what makes it special and what allows you to be able to connect to it. You know, if I try to censor what I'm saying for my own shit, like, I think I make this shit for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be like, what would I want to listen to? Like at this moment when I'm doing it, so like how would we change this to feel like this? Or like when I record my song, if I like it, then that's the shit that's getting dropped. If I don't like it, but niggas around me like it, then I'm gonna have to listen to it again. I don't know, man, there's something missing. Cause like I said, I'm getting it from the ethos, so I know when it's done, I can feel it. Like just like I know I start some shit, but the same way I know that when it's like, this is it, man. Let's drop that shit. You know what I'm saying? So everything kind of falls into place, and I just allow it to fall into place. But it's just gonna be human. It's gonna tell a story of me, you know, of a young, hungry nigga that started recording shit 10 years ago at a studio, moved to the crib, moved 3 different places, was homeless, and was done all that shit, and still able to figure out how to end up doing what artists want to do, like being able to meet whoever, to be able to continue doing cool art. Like, this is art to me. This is like me telling my story is art. I think that's art to me. You niggas write a book, and this is my product. This is just me talking about my life, and I'm talking about it in an interesting way. This is funny when I like certain songs that I do. Like it'll be a moment that I didn't enjoy. It'll be like a sad time or something that I didn't. But the song will be the happiest song, and I don't know how it happens, but like I think that comes just from my outlook as a human, and the meditation and shit that I do, like that keeps me centered. You know, it keeps me, even if I'm talking about somebody that did stole some shit or whatever, like it always has this silver lining, I feel like, that takes that moment and that makes it something that is not like toxic when you listen to it. Like some shit you listen to and you're like, fuck, this shit makes me want to be a me, and just trying to do some aggressive, you know what I'm saying? But there are moments when that's cool, just like there are moments when you have an opportunity to grow and to be and to do something different. I pray that's not coming like this, just getting on my brother nerves.
Are there any artists that you would like to collaborate with in the future?
There are many actually for this project. I finished it. It probably took me about 4 months to do Feature City, and I did it. And we've been having a lot of meetings with different like production companies, and I've went up to Def Jam a bunch of times, played my shit for different A&Rs and shit, or fucking Capitol. And when one of my producers called somebody from Capitol, like, hey, I got this artist I'm working with, and it's Logan. It's this artist named Logan. And so I'm like, oh, is Logan signed to YFS? Like, apparently, just through me having these meetings and do whatever, my music is getting around, which is awesome as fuck. It's exciting to hear without releasing any music like that, or just 3 days ago releasing the song, or whenever I release it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my name has been able to get into the business, which is really small. So one person hears about you, and everybody hears about you. But we plan on, for this project, since we finished it kind of on my end, we had some really cool ideas for features and stuff. So I know for sure you can look forward to a James Fauntleroy feature. That'll be exciting. But really, I like people like I like Nipsey, and not even like, or beyond for the music, is for the ideas that he's put along with releasing it. Like I thought that shit was genius. It's like 100 albums, 100, like shit smart as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't, now the people that you have to buy your record, like now only 100, but you're still making a nice amount, only 1,000, you're still making. You know what I'm saying? Like I like people that are doing new shit. So I enjoy the Tyler Creator shit. So fucking Drake, Nipsey, fucking people like that are continuing to do something different. But I know for sure, I love James Fauntleroy shit, even his most recent, like the acoustic shit. I enjoy this and shit like that. So I know for sure we're gonna have to work with him.
As a rehab tradition, I have to ask, what are your addictions in life?
You know what, man? I feel really TD saying, but right now I love sleep. Sleep is so attractive, and I have to like fight myself from being a sleeper, because I like to sleep. I like it. I think it's cool. It's peace. You know, it's enjoyable. But I realized, or like I had a time where I didn't sleep, and I like changed my sleep cycle and did all this shit. And like when I was sleeping, I was sleeping for like an hour a day, and I split it up into naps, so like 15-minute naps and shit like that, 4 times a day or whatever kind of shit. Like me doing something like that, I saw how much time I had with the day. So I realized when I go to sleep that I lose a lot of time. So now I'm trying to get over it. But I love fucking sleep, dude. I don't even want to say fucking sleep. I like sleep. I like talking to people. I like that shit. I like rap. Yeah, sleep, rap, and conversation, which leads to more rap. I think those 3 are really cool. So you can follow me on Instagram, people of the world, at Logan for President. My Twitter is Blaze for President. Really, you can go to FeatureCity.com, and at the bottom of There's a lot of different links, Black Money, the website where everything is right there. You got the Facebook link, the Tumblr, and I use that shit every now and then, so thank you fellas. Keep your shit up.
She got her mind on my denim, she got her hand on my dick. We going home.